In this video, I want to talk to you about pre-game meals because the food that you're eating before you play can actually be hurting you instead of helping you. And maybe that big meal of carbohydrates and protein that you've been told to eat in the past isn't the best thing for you, and it's not something you should be eating immediately before your games. So you need to learn that different foods digest at different rates. And some foods take much longer to digest than other foods. And while your body is digesting food, it's actually using energy to break down the food and then to turn it into actual fuel that you can use when you're playing or just living your life. So you need to understand what you should be eating before games and what you should be eating after games. So how should you be eating to get optimal energy for your game? Well, your goal is to consume foods that are going to give you a nice boost of energy, but they're also gonna help you feel really light. You don't wanna feel sluggish and bloated and heavy. Just think about when you eat a big meal of, say, like pasta and some meat sauce or steak and potatoes. Do you feel like running around after that, or do you feel like sitting on the couch and letting your body digest, taking a nap? How do you feel after you eat maybe an orange or an apple or a piece of fruit? You get a little boost of energy, you feel energetic, you feel light, and you feel ready to play.
If you don't know about me, I used to be a huge underachiever, but through obsessive self-improvement, I found my success. Earned a college scholarship, played for my national futsal team, a YouTube channel with over 100 million views. I've helped players worldwide, and I'd love to help you improve faster and achieve more.
As I said, different foods digest at different speeds, and here's a list to give you an idea. Juices, smoothies, and soups, foods that are already broken down, take about 15 minutes. And these times are just estimations, but they will vary depending on you, your body, and how healthy you are. Fruits and vegetables, about 30 minutes. Beans, grains, nuts, seeds, and healthy fats. Healthy fats could be things like olive oil, coconut oil, avocado. These take about 2 hours. Now, simple carbohydrates, the carbs you've been told to eat before your games, pasta, bread, rice, potatoes, these take about 3 hours to digest. Meat, poultry, and dairy take the longest, 4 hours or more. However, there is a little exception to proteins. If you are looking to get a steady stream of protein throughout the whole day, I would recommend that you eat fish or eggs before your game because those only take about an hour to digest. So just to break down this nutrition and macronutrients and make it really simple for you to understand, protein will help you build and maintain muscle. It will also help you restore and rebuild broken down or torn muscle. Carbohydrates and healthy fats will give you energy. So although you want to get protein, carbs, and healthy fats in your diet every single day, before your game, your main objective is to get as much energy into your body as possible. So you want to focus more on the carbohydrates and the healthy fats, but you want to pick foods that are going to digest before you have to play. So if you're eating a big bowl of pasta or rice and bread and some meat, and then you're going to play your game like 2 hours later, your body is still digesting. So you're getting on the field and you're trying to run and you're playing, and you might be able to get away with it, but you're not going to be in your optimal condition because your body is actually using energy to digest while you're playing. It's taking away energy that it could be using to help you perform better on the field. So when it comes to your pregame meals, think about eating foods that are going to digest before you play. They keep you feeling nice and light, and they give you lots of energy.
So if you don't believe me, try eating a nice big bowl of pasta and your meat sauce or steak and potatoes or big portion of carbohydrates and protein, and then try going for a run. See how you feel. See if you start cramping up 30 minutes later. Then the next day, try eating an orange and then going for a run. You need to feel the difference for yourself because that's the only way that you're going to know. And when you're younger, you can kind of get away with eating bad foods and still performing. But as you get older, your body becomes more sensitive and you also become more in tune with your body. So start thinking about eating to be light and to be energetic, getting that nice boost of energy. You don't want to be sluggish, you don't want to be slow. Yes, you can still eat pasta, you can still eat bread, you can still eat rice, you can still eat meat if you want to, but you need to be eating at the right times. So you can still load up on carbs like you've been told to in the past, but realistically, you should be doing that the night before. So if you want to have a big bowl of pasta and a big portion of protein the night before, Then you can let your body digest while you're resting at night, while you're sleeping, and that's going to be turned into energy that you can use tomorrow. Before the game, you want to keep it light. You want to stick to those foods that we talked about that digest quickly and will give you a nice boost of energy. And also you want to think about after your game. That's when you can load up on carbs again if you need to replenish your glycogen to get more energy. Maybe you have to play tomorrow, you have to train tomorrow, so you want to get that energy back into your muscles. And you can get that big portion of protein to help rebuild any torn muscle tissue. So I want to show you an example of a pre-game meal that I would do. First of all, the most important pre-game ingredient that you put into your body is this stuff right here, drinking tons of water. But you should already know that. Just make sure that you're actually doing it. But this is an example of something that I would do. I just make like a healthy juice. So I've just cut up some fruit and vegetables here and I'm going to put in this blender. And I'll just do this real quick for you guys. I've got some lemon, an orange, and everyone wants to get their carbs before practice, before games. Fruits, great source of carbs, lots of instant energy. Some kiwi. Then I've just cut up some celery and some cucumber. And here is just some mixed greens. It's like spinach. Here's some arugula and a little bit of cilantro. So I'm just going to put this all in there like that. And if you have a nice blender like this, you can turn it into a juice. If you don't have the most powerful blender, it'll probably just end up being a smoothie. And I'm just going to put some filtered water on top of that.
If you want to improve faster and achieve more this season, use the Soccer Success Planner. It's 100% free. Players all around the world have already used it to improve. You can download it right now. There's a link in the description below.
Something like that. So if you don't have time or you don't have a nice blender, you don't want to do that, you can just buy something like this. Just make sure when you're buying like fruit juice or healthy juice that it's actual real juice with real fruit and real vegetables. If it says from concentrate, it's just sugar, and you don't want that. You want real fruit and vegetable juice. So one more thing I'm going to put in there is just a little chlorella. It's actually an algae, but it's got tons of health benefits and also a good source of protein. So I'm going to put that in there. I'm just going to put a little more than 1 teaspoon. And then I'll just blend this up real quick. Just going to make sure everything gets down in there. So you don't want to do that too long, probably just about 30 seconds, something like that. And a little chunky. I could have definitely gone a little longer and it'll be a lot smoother, but there you go, some green energy juice. I want to show you one more little bonus meal that I eat. And this is just some healthy fats. It's going to give me some long-lasting energy. So I'll probably eat this like 2 hours before. Again, healthy fats take a little longer to digest than the fruits and vegetables, juices, stuff like that. So what I'll do is I'll just take a little bit of coconut oil. Nothing too crazy, probably just like a tablespoon. I'll put a little bit of raw organic honey. Again, nothing too crazy. The honey is really sweet, so you don't need too much. Something like that. And I'm just going to put a little bit of chia seeds. Another healthy fat. Also some protein in here, but easily digestible. And I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit. So this seems like nothing, but it's going to give me lots of energy. And if you want, you can put a little bit of cinnamon for flavor. Just something like that. And I'll just whip it up real quick. And I'll just put it on a spoon. And I'll just eat it like that. Healthy fats. The honey is going to give you a real kick of energy.
the coconut oil, the chia seeds, that long-lasting energy that we talked about, and tastes pretty good too.
So eat those traditional carbs, the pasta, the rice, the bread. Eat that the night before, then let your body digest. That will be turned into energy that you can use tomorrow. Before your game, think about keeping it really light. Eat foods that are going to give you that boost of energy, but they're going to digest quickly. They're not going to make you feel bloated. Then after the game, you can stock up on those carbs and protein, get it back into your muscles, ready to go for the next day. Thanks for watching this video. Make sure to take care of your body. Nutrition is so important. You really get out what you put into this thing. So learn to give yourself the foods that you need to perform to the best of your ability. Thank you so much for watching. Please give me a thumbs up and a like before you leave. If you have any questions about nutrition or any topic related to the game that you love, please comment below. Share this video with your friends and teammates, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.
From moving up divisions to making national teams, players who use the Online Soccer Academy get results. Access elite level coaching and training, become a complete player, make a difference on the field, and get noticed when you play. Limited spots available. Apply today. Start improving tomorrow. Link in the description below.